Are you tired of hiring the wrong people into your business? Hey, it's Don Georgievich, and today I want to show you how to spot key personality traits in job candidates so that you can make an informed hiring decision every time. Extroverts are great at doing many jobs, but not the ones you think. I used to believe extroverts were the key to growing a business, especially in sales roles, and I've hired extroverts and introverts, and each time I leaned heavily towards hiring extroverts for sales. And like many entrepreneurs, I assumed extroverts were the golden ticket because of their energetic nature and that they would be the ideal fit for any sales environment. And I imagined them effortlessly engaging with our clients and how that would naturally lead to higher sales. But it didn't. They had the spark, but they didn't listen, and they struggled to build customer relationships. On the other hand, introverts were great listeners, but they struggled to make those initial connections. But there was another group of people that we hired into sales who outperformed both the introverts and the extroverts, and it was the ambiverts. But at the time, I never even heard of them until I stumbled onto a study by the University of Pennsylvania who discovered that they outperformed both introverts and extroverts in sales by large margins. Now, you might be asking, what the heck is an ambivert? Well, more on that in a minute, but anyone will tell you that extroverts are the ideal candidates for sales positions, and indeed, they are more likely to pursue, get hired, and be promoted in sales roles. That's a no-brainer, but research shows that extroversion doesn't correlate with actual sales performance, as a study conducted by the University of Pennsylvania at a large software company revealed that ambiverts, which is a term used to describe people who exhibit both introverted and extroverted characteristics, significantly outperformed both groups. Now, the basic reasoning is that roughly 80% of the population consists of ambiverts, so they're able to connect with a broader range of people. So today, I want to share with you roles that are best and least suited for these personality types and give you 5 questions that you can ask job candidates that will give you an idea of where they fall on the personality spectrum. Now, extroverts are often seen as the life of the party, and in the business environment they bring enthusiasm and energy, and they're really good at making quick decisions. And the ideal roles for extroverts are marketing and promotions. Extroverts thrive in energizing crowds and promoting products because of the energy that they bring to it. They're also great at networking and relationship building. They're good at making and keeping lots of connections, which makes them great for jobs that need this regular social interaction. Now, extroverts are not suited for research or data analysis roles because these roles demand a lot of focus and they have a lot of limited social interaction. Moving on, ambiverts are people who are a mix of extrovert and introvert qualities, and they can adapt to different situations, knowing when to talk and knowing when to listen. Now, Adam Grant's research at the University of Pennsylvania shows that ambiverts are often the best at sales because they can adjust their behavior to what the customer needs. And research shows that ambiverts earn 24% more in revenue than extroverts and 32% more than introverts. So the ideal roles for ambiverts are, 1, sales, because they're good at being firm yet understanding, and they change their approach based on what the customer says. They're also great at management because they know how to encourage people, but also give them space when needed. But roles that are not suited for ambiverts are jobs that are like in customer service or high energy jobs or solo technical jobs. Introverts do better in those. Now, let's take a look at a few ideal roles for introverts. They thrive in accounting and analytics. These jobs need a lot of concentration and precision, so that's why they do well there. They're also well suited for software development. Introverts excel in jobs like coding and designing software because they can focus deeply. Now, roles that are not suited for introverts are sales jobs, obviously, or public relations, because those require a lot of energy and talking to people, which can just be too much for introverts. Now, I want to give you 5 common questions that you can use to ask job candidates so you can find out whether they lean towards being extroverts, ambiverts, or introverts? So the first one is tell me about yourself. We all have heard about this question. So here's what I want you to look for. Extroverts may talk about friends and group activities. Introverts may focus on hobbies or solo projects. And ambiverts might mention enjoy both social and alone time. So the next one is, why do you want to work here? Another question we've all heard of. Here's what I want you to look for. Extroverts, they may like fun and open office. Introverts may prefer some solitary work. Ambiverts may appreciate a mix of both. Obviously, no brainer there. Next one, why should we hire you? Here's what I want you to look for. Extroverts may highlight their ability to excite and collaborate. Introverts may emphasize their thoroughness. Ambiverts may explain their balance of teamwork and solo work. The next one is, why did you leave your last job? A question you definitely want to ask every candidate. Here's what to look for. Extroverts might have left due to a lack of social interaction. Introverts might have left because it was too busy or noisy. Some of these are just so obvious, but ambiverts might have sought a better balance of teamwork and quiet work. The next one is, do you have any questions for us? So here's what I want you to listen for. Extroverts might ask about team activities and leadership opportunities. Introverts might inquire about daily tasks in quiet workplaces. Ambiverts might ask about the mix of teamwork and solo work. So when you're listening to a candidate's answers, pay attention to their tone and their body language. Notice if they sound excited, unsure, or thoughtful, because these clues can help you understand their personality and how they might fit in. I mean, it's not so much as what they say, but how they say it and how their body language reflects that. Now, as an exercise, I would encourage you to look at the personality types of everyone in your organization and question whether they're in a role that suits their personality. If they are, it shows that your hiring placement strategies are effective. And having people in the right jobs makes them happier and more productive, and which benefits the whole team and your business. If not, consider how moving people to different jobs might benefit them and your company. Now, you don't want to have a team of just introverts or extroverts, because research suggests that teams with a mix of introverts and extroverts outperform those leaning heavily towards one type. So I want you to aim for a balanced team. And that's obvious, it makes sense, but if you go through and you interview your team, or you review your team, when you find out who's introverted, who's extroverted, who's in the middle, that'll give you a better idea of how to place people throughout your team. Now, keep this in mind. Before your next hire, remember, as a general rule, introverts excel in accounting and IT, ambiverts are the most universal and they're great at sales, while extroverts are good at relationship building, leadership, and vision. And that, my friend, is all I have for you today. And as a free gift for spending time with me, I'd like to give you my hiring process roadmap. This 7-stage process distills decades of expertise into a clear, actionable diagram where it walks you through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, every stage of the interview process. And this is what's going to allow you to use these tactics and strategies, and it's going to help you take your hiring to the next level. And you can get your copy from the simplehiringsystem.com/process. And if you flip this over, I have additional hiring tactics and strategies that are just a lot of good bullet point nuggets for you to review before your next hire. And this is just going to put you in the right state of mind so that when you start interviewing candidates, you're going to have a clearer picture of where they fall, where their interests are, and whether they're just going to be a good fit for your team. And when you're ready, I have a full-blown video-based training program called the Simple Hiring System that's going to essentially hold your hand and show you how to implement this entire system into your business so you and your team can start making informed hiring decisions and only hire the best people who are going to help you grow your business long term. And once you adopt this process, and I'll tell you, it's a lot easier than you might think, you're going to be amazed with the quality of your new hires, and you're going to wish you would have started doing this much sooner. And it doesn't matter whether you're building new hiring procedures or aiming to improve the ones you have. This program is going to give you a roadmap for hiring the best people into your business. And if you want a demo of the program, just message me at 440-655-1725. Yes, that is my real cell phone. I'm putting it on YouTube. And I will send you a link to my calendar, and we'll jump on a Teams or a Google Meets call, and we'll see if this makes sense for your business. All right, my friend, that is all I have for you. Again, you can grab this process from the simplehiringsystem.com/process. And that's all I have for you. I will see you in the next video. Bye now.